like social media has overcomplicated reading? That was a question posed this week by an author friend of mine, Bethany Jennings of Simmering Mind, and it really made me think. So I want to read what she wrote in its entirety because I think it is super relevant to book lovers today. So this is what Bethany Jennings writes. Do you ever feel like the social media world has overcomplicated reading? Growing up, I simply read what I wanted, alone in bed at night, in the car, on the couch. I privately savored new worlds and adventures. Maybe I told a friend if they were really good, but reading was a deep, quiet space for my imagination to fly away and be inspired. Now it feels like there are so many strings to reading. You must update that Goodreads page count, conquer that reading challenge, post your TBR and feel bad when you don't read as much as you said you would, keep track of what everyone else is reading, hello fear of missing out, get advanced review copies read in time, write reviews for everything, low-key stress when you didn't feel the same way about a book as everyone else, make sure you're supporting all the authors you know, post pretty photos of books you're reading, buying, planning to buy. See what I mean? In online bookish communities, reading can become a weirdly complicated endeavor. A to-do list. As with many social media things, are we falling into a trap of needing to keep up with the Joneses? Am I the only person who feels this way? Don't get me wrong, I love the bookish culture on social media. I love that we're all geeking out about books together. Books are amazing. Friends to share them with are even more amazing. But sometimes I think we feel pressure to read for the sake of other people or to stay in the loop. But hey, it's okay to read slowly. It's okay to not post about what you're reading. It's okay to read off the beaten path and not follow trends. It's okay to not have a TBR and read on a whim, whatever, and whenever you want. It's okay to gasp, not review everything you read. Blasphemy. But I say this even as an author who loves to get reviews on my work. Reviewing is awesome, but shouldn't add stress to your life. The things we do in the online bookish world are wonderful, but they are for fun. Reading for pleasure should be a delight, not a heavy load that might crush us if we can't keep up. I don't know if any other bookworm needs to hear this today or if it's only me, but friend, it's okay to just read. So this was super encouraging to me because I think that's been the problem that I've had with reading over the last few years. It seems like every time I start a book, even if I really enjoy the book and the premise is interesting from the very beginning, I get about halfway through and I just stall out. You know, maybe I read that first half in a single evening, but then I stall out and I don't read for several weeks, and then I finally come back to it and eke through the next couple chapters until I find my momentum again and then continue reading. And I've been trying to figure out why it is that I do that. Because again, I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the book itself, it has everything to do with me, because it happens with every single book I read. Years ago, when I read books, I just read them because I liked them. And if I didn't like them, then I didn't waste my time with them. And I didn't feel like I had to tweet my favorite lines or announce to the world what I was reading. I didn't feel like I had to bookstagram it and take the perfect, pretty picture to make sure that everybody knows I'm reading and I do it really well. You know, it just, there's so much pressure and expectation, and I think some of it is expectation we put on ourselves, because I am pretty sure I don't go around going like, what is she reading today? Is she reading it enough? Is she reading it fast enough? Did she announce a goal earlier this year that she is not keeping up with? Ooh, bad girl. Like, I'm pretty sure I don't do that to people. I don't follow anybody close enough for that. And I doubt that anybody is following me close enough to really care either. They're just happy when I post something. But I think there's this internal pressure of like keeping up with everybody else who looks like they're just such on fire bookworms. And it takes some of the fun out of just plain reading, just plain enjoying the worlds that these incredible authors have created. I'm thinking about readers and other bookworms the entire time I'm reading through this book. And instead of reading it for me, I'm reading it for them. But isn't the whole point of sharing anything on social media is to say, I enjoyed this, I had fun with this? So do you find that social media and the expectations that you think might be out there for you as a reader, as a bookworm, do you feel like that overcomplicates your reading or sucks some of the enjoyment out of it? And if you found a way to kind of distance yourself from the social media, keep up with the Joneses culture, how have you done that? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below and let me know.